too many Catholic refugees. Last year, out of the 350 folks that we resettled, only 5 were Catholic. So we don't do this work because they're Catholic, or their religion. We do it because we're called to do it. And watching the movie, we don't sit in a room together with a priest and figure out ways to change people's religion, nor do the other resettlement agencies. One question that you might have had was, who are the populations and how do they change? The Bhutanese refugees that you're referring to is a group that, and they're always changing. And I think that as a resettlement office, all of us have to be one step ahead of it, because next year the group might change. The Bhutanese refugees specifically, there was 60,000 that were cleared to be resettled in the U.S. over 5 years. We're kind of coming to the end of that 60,000. Groups that are emerging now are the Darfurians. We're starting to get we're starting to get a number of folks coming from Darfur. We are expecting a group of folks coming from Congo that were subjected to a massacre in 2004. So our caseloads are continuously changing, and that's one of the issues. Back in the old days, back in the 90s, there were folks were coming from the former Soviet Union, and those populations are much different now. The refugee populations are smaller groups of people, possibly Zimbabweans and possibly folks from Bhutan, which is a small little kingdom near India and Nepal. So really it goes down to what's the need. Who are really at risk of being hurt? Who cannot stay in that second country? These are the folks, as our government looks at a true humanitarian effort. Who are we going to focus on to provide relief to these individuals? And that's where the Catholic Church and the other 2 resettlement agencies come from our mission to help the poorest of the poor. So depending on what's going on in the world, that's who will be coming to Cleveland. I'm sure if things don't settle down in Syria, that those individuals will be coming here from Jordan and Turkey. It just probably happen within the next 24 months, I would imagine. So.
Is there a way to up the number, though?
Well, that's our government. Our government every year picks a number. It's around 60,000. Typically, that number of refugees don't arrive because of processing delays. And there's always a negotiation, and that's one thing that we're doing here. We would like to up the number in Cleveland, but we want to make sure that the community is prepared for this, and that we're getting them out in front, and we're talking about the numbers, and what do the community need to prepare for to best be able to receive those refugees? What do the schools need to do? What does Metro Health? It's a great hospital. What do they need to do to be prepared for those different languages and different health concerns? So it's not just you flip up the switch and more people come. It's got to be a little bit more of a dialogue and a community outreach, and kind of bringing folks together to really make that decision as the community and the agency is able to handle the influx of numbers.